What's going on guys, Sbc'S here and welcome to a brand new video. Welcome today to a video regarding FIFA 18 Ultimate Scream. Obviously a promotion last year we got on FIFA 17 and it featured some pretty cool things including players, Sbc'S and temporary player boosts. We'll get into more detail in just a moment, so before we get started, as always, if you can show your support by leaving a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, make sure to press the subscribe button for more, and in the comment section below, what player do you hope gets into the Ultimate Scream team and gets a boost? So a couple of things I want to mention just before we get any further. First up, I'm basing a lot of this stuff off of last year's promotion. Of course, it could change a lot. It could be based the exact same as last year. Obviously, you have to wait and see. But last year starting there, I'm pretty sure it's the 21st of October. And tomorrow's the 20th of October. So it does make sense on a Friday. So let's start off by reading something from the EA site regarding Ultimate Scream then on FIFA 17. So it says from October 21st to October 28th, 23 Ultimate Scream players will be available in packs with upgraded ratings as unique items. And there's also a wicked twist. During the Halloween period of October 28th until November 1st, these players will come alive and get rating boosts, making them utterly terrifying. Be warned though, these boosts are just temporary. And basically after that time period, the players reverted back to their initial rating upon release. Alongside the 23 players in the Ultimate Scream squad, we also got some Sbc'S. First up, we had an Ultimate Scream kit, and also got 3 players, all of which were in the Ultimate Scream team, but this time they weren't in the same positions as normal. In fact, all of them, or 3 of them, got new ones. So first let's take a very quick glance at the FIFA 17 kit we got for Ultimate Scream. And as you can see, it was very plain, just a black shirt. I think I just had black shorts and black socks as well. And on the front of it, it had a bit of detail in regards to a skeleton. And that was pretty much it. A very bland kit in my opinion in comparison to what else we got last year. So hopefully on FIFA 18, if there is a kit, it looks better than that. I can't remember the actual requirements for it, but I imagine it's very easy to do and wouldn't cost anything at all really. So if it's the same again this year, obviously it's nice to have in your collection. Next up we go on to the Ultimate Scream team from last year, the 23 players. And in a second I'll also show you this exact same Scream team in FIFA 18 card designs as well as the players of their current clubs. And in fact most of them did transfer or made big money moves over the summer. So first I've got Pantolimon of Watford, Hector Bellerin, Mertesacker, who in a second I'll show you the boost by the way, he turned into an absolute animal, Felipe Luis, Douglas Costa, Dimitri Payet, Pirlo, Thomas Muller, Mohamed Salah, Balotelli, Lukaku, and then we've got the bench reserves, we've got Mandzukic, Opara, Fellaini, Çalhanoğlu, Aduriz, Budabuz, Akinfenwa, Matip, Ziyech, Schneider, Emre Mor, and Mario Gaspar. And then moving on to the next screen, as you can see here are the players with their boost cards then from October 28th until November 1st, I think just after they came out of pack. So Pantolimon went up to a 90 rated goalkeeper with 94 handling and 96 reflexes. Hector Bellerin got a 90 rated card with 99 pace and 91 physical. So imagine that card was used a hell of a lot, especially in that particular weekend league. We had an 80 pace per Mertesacker, bearing in mind his original card before that had just 28, so a massive upgrade there, and he's also 6'5". So if there's a card like that this year, he'll be used a lot, especially again in FUT Champions. They've got Felipe Luis, a 93 rated left back, some incredible stats across the board. Douglas Costa, 93 rated left midfielder, and it also was an Sbc player to show you in just a moment. Dimitri Payet, also an Sbc player, but 95 rated for him with 92 pace, 94 dribbling, 94 passing, and 86 shooting, 85 physical. I'm surprised I didn't use that card because those stats were insane. They've got Andrea Pirlo, the legend of the game, has got 80 pace, so massive pace upgrade for him also. His initial card before that had just 40, so doubled his pace there. And then we've got Thomas Muller, 96 rated, I think the highest rated out of all of them. Mohamed Salah now of course playing for Liverpool. We've got Balotelli, 93 rated for him, and 94 Lukaku. And as good as that Lukaku card looks, by the way, his actual team and season card I'm pretty sure is better than that. Probably everything apart from dribbling possibly. The rest of it actually lower stats, but obviously that came out back in October. Then we have a 94 rated Mandzukic, a 74 rated Opara, which this year, if it is a silver card, I'm not sure they'll stay as a silver because there's actually not really a cap anymore. 92 rated Fellaini, which is insane in game. I did use him at Pirlo. And who's the other one? I think it was Budabuz possibly, or maybe even Schneider. 89 rated Çalhanoğlu, 93 Aduriz, 91 Budabuz, 64 Akinfenwa, 91 Matip with his insane pace and also passing, 91 Ziyech, 92 Schneider, 64 rated Emre Mor, and finally 91 rated Mario Gaspar. And like I mentioned before, here's the FIFA 17 squad, but in the FIFA 18 card design and also the current clubs. So Pantolimon had a transfer, you have got Douglas Costa now playing for Juventus, Dimitri Payet, playing for Marseille. We've got Pirlo, who's actually retiring at the end of this MLS season. We've got Mohamed Salah making a big money move to Liverpool, and so far so good, starting off very, very well. Lukaku, a £75 million transfer to Manchester United. We've got Çalhanoğlu, now a left midfielder playing for Milan. We've got Boudebouz going to Real Betis. We have got Wesley Sneijder going from Galatasaray to OGC Nice, and Emre Mor playing for Celta Vigo. And the final things I want to show you just before we get into FIFA 18 stuff is the FIFA 17 Sbc'S we got and how they potentially could transfer over to FIFA 18 Ultimate Team. So first up, we've got Mario Gaspard. All three players, by the way, were in the Ultimate Screen squad. So Gaspard was an 80 rated right back. His SBC card, though, was an 81 rated centre back. I ended up doing every single one of the players, and I kind of actually regret it a little bit because Mario Gaspard I literally used for 0 games throughout the whole year, and he cost like 90,000 coins. Although he did have 80 pace, 82 defending, 82 physical, he just wasn't tall enough in my opinion. Next up, we go on to the second player, Douglas Costa, who I got a decent amount of use out of, to be fair. I think he costs like about 200k or so, because every single one basically required a certain amount of Ultimate Scream cards. Gaspard was 1, Douglas Costa I think was 2 or 3, and the final player, I'm pretty certain is over 6. But yeah, Douglas Costa going from left midfield to right midfield, and the stats, they weren't really that big of an upgrade, but still quite nice to have in your club. And the final one, definitely most expensive by a mile, Dimitri Payet's final West Ham United card, and went from left midfield to cam. And as an 86 rated left midfielder, his base card really wasn't too good. Like 77 pace, 78 shot, 70 physical. It doesn't look very good as a left midfielder, but as a cam, definitely more suited to that position. But now let's move on to how it could transition over to FIFA 18 Ultimate Team if it does start tomorrow. So the first thing I want to show you would have been a kit, but it hasn't been leaked this year luckily, so it's going to be a surprise when we see it when the promotion does start. So first up, I'm going to show you my prediction for the team. Of course, most of these players probably won't get in whatsoever, but I am basing on the criteria we saw last year. So players that are overpowered in game, beasts on FIFA Ultimate Team or real life, very pacey, very high in physical, and things like that. So the goalkeeper I've gone with is going to be Jack Butland, and the reason for that, last year on FIFA 17 was an absolute monster in goal. This year I'm not sure if many people really use him too much because a lot of different goalkeepers to choose from, especially in the Premier League. But still, if he gets a boost for a weekend league, he'll be used a lot again in Premier League sides. Then we've got Kappa, a Spanish right back playing for Eibar. I think in real life next season we'll actually be playing for Bilbao. This year 86 pace, 84 physical, a bit of a monster in that role to be honest, with 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, and I really hope he gets in the team. A Formula 4 player in Sebastian Coates is up next, now playing for Sporting in Portugal. He's either 6'4" or 6'5", so a massive centre back with very good physical. Then we've got Van Dam playing, I think, in Belgium now, previously played for LA Galaxy. And he is just 77 rated and not very fast, but 92 physical, that is insane. And the final defender in the starting 11 I've gone with is again to Kolasinac from Arsenal, and it kind of makes sense for him to be an Ultimate Screen because in real life he's known as being a beast, being 89 physical in FIFA Ultimate Team as well, 78 pace, 78 defending, really hope he gets in. Then we've got Arturo Vidal. I think personally he won't actually get in, but one of the players very well rounded, also pretty high rated, and him definitely meets all that criteria. Then we've got Steven Nzonzi, formerly of Stoke City, now playing for Sevilla. He's like 6'3", not very fast this year, being 57 pace, but 88 physical and 80 defending. Then we've got Wayne Rooney, now at Everton, returned to his boyhood club. Not very quick with 68 pace, but in real life still holds his own. Next up, we've got the American wonder kid from Borussia Dortmund being Christian Pulisic, and he's very quick this year, 91 pace, 83 dribbling. His physical is awful being 56, but same as last year, a couple of very quick players in there that weren't very strong. Then we've got Bastos, the complete opposite. He's like 6'5" or whatever, not very quick being 60 pace, but 83 physical on him. And the final player in the starting 11 I've gone with is Leroy Sané from Man City, who in real life, to be fair to him, he's killing it at the moment. And he's a scary player to come against on FIFA 18 because of his pace. I imagine in real life, the exact same situation. And very quickly, the players on the bench reserves I've gone with are going to be Pantelimon again. I couldn't really think of another goalkeeper to be honest. We've got Vestergaard, Naldo being a massive defender, same goes for Vestergaard. Bakayoko, real life, a very good midfielder as well as on FIFA Ultimate Team. Seri, very rounded, and was very close to transfer this summer. Gelson Martins from Sporting, 5-star skills this year, and a pretty good in game. Zuba, a 6'5" striker from Zenit. Opara, same as last year. Fosu Mensah on loan to Palace this season. Amati, Iñaki Williams, and finally Akinfenwa. And it is pretty obvious because they've written it on there, but again, remember, it's just a prediction. And next up we move on to boost examples, again based off FIFA 17's promotion as they boosted over a weekend. The first player I've got is going to Kolasinac, so an 80 rated left back, and if you got a boost like an ultimate screen boost with 91, 90 pace, 96 physical, 87 defending, I'd even go as far as playing him at centre back. And the green part, by the way, behind Kolasinac in that picture, is something I've added personally. I have no idea what it actually look like, and hopefully it does still change. Next up we go on to Christian Pulisic from Dortmund, and this shows 78 rated right midfielder, again like I said before, at 91 pace, 83 dribbling, and if he got a boost in 99 pace, 92 dribbling, and even like 74 physical, he'd be so sick linking up to Aubameyang, and maybe even play him as striker alongside Marco Reus. And the final example I want to show you is going to Arturo Vidal, player I said just a second ago. I personally can't see getting into the team honestly. If he does get a boost, that card on the right hand side is essentially like a cheaper version of Ruud Gullit for a weekend. And the final thing I'm going to show you today is going to some potential Sbc'S, again based on FIFA 17, if there are position changes like Payet, like Gaspar, and like Douglas Costa. So first out, first player, I put Felipe Coutinho, who if he got a left wing to cam, it is quite similar to Dimitri Payet, because out wide, 82 pace it probably is enough, but not as good as if he's a cam. And at this point in time in real life, obviously he's playing as a left-hand sided player. That's because Sadio Mane is currently injured, but when Mane is back and when Mane is playing, he actually plays as a centre midfielder or as a centre attacking mid. The next one is going to Kolasinac, going from a left back to a centre back, and his stats would be insane as a centre back: 80 pace, 83 defending, 91 physical. I would love having that card, especially because of his work rates. And next up we've got a Bayern loanee player being Serge Gnabry, formerly of Arsenal, now currently playing for Hoffenheim this season. Left midfield by default, but in real life can also play striker, be quite a cool position change there. Also, I imagine quite cheap. And then we move on to a card we actually got back in footies last year on FIFA 17, going from a right back to centre mid and nearly all 80 club. Then we move on to Dani Alves, same situation for him, right back to centre mid, and in real life for PSG last weekend, actually played in a centre midfield role. Then move on to someone that missed out on getting a second in form this week, being Meunier of Paris Saint-Germain. His default position is a right back, first in form is also a right back, but potentially as a centre midfielder he looks insane. And that wouldn't be a jump straight from an 81 to an 86, by the way. Again, has got a first in form. Then we move on to a fan favourite from FIFA 17 and FIFA 18, Heung-min Son from Tottenham. So his base card this year, 80 rated left midfielder, 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills. He could go to a striker as he does play in real life every now and then, but I've moved to the right hand side because right now in the Prem, there's not too many really good right sided players. You've got Willian, Mohamed Salah and Mkhitaryan, but other than that, I don't think there's too many options. Next up, move on to Perisic, a left midfielder, and a fantastic game this year. Actually, one of my favourite super subs from Inter Milan. For 84 pace, 80 shot, good passing and physical, and 81 dribbling, 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills, but as a striker, he would be next level. Next up, we go on to Julian Draxler, second to last one, and going from a left wing to a cam, basically the same position from last year. Wolfsburg, he did have a central card, but when he moved to PSG in January, of course, his position went to a left winger. The final one we're going with is going to Henrik Mkhitaryan, who I mentioned earlier, but as a cam, he would be phenomenal and potentially even the best right now in the Prem. But that, guys, is going to be it for today's video, being stuff we could see potentially on FIFA 18 for Ultimate Scrim. Again, basically off FIFA 17's promotion, but I imagine EA have definitely got something hidden up their sleeves to change it this year, again for FIFA 18, but we'll have to wait and see, potentially even starting tomorrow. So guys, as always, if you enjoyed this video, show your support by leaving a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, make sure to press the subscribe button for more, and the comment section below, what players you hoping to see in the Ultimate Scrim team. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.